Namaste everyone. In the last class we were discussing about mean deviation. So what are the disadvantages of range and quartile deviation? So range takes into consideration only lowest value and highest value. It is not based on all the values, isn't it? Then to overcome that demerit we saw the second one, that is quartile deviation. So quartile deviation means it is the difference between Q3 minus Q1, upper quartile and lower quartile divided by 2. Then coefficient of QD is Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1. So it has also got its own disadvantages, like it is not based on all the values. Then it omits which one? 50% of observations. Q3 minus Q1. So first in the middle 50% observations only we are considering. We are omitting the first 25% observations and last 25% observations, isn't it? Then one more thing, range and quartile deviation are not measured in relation to any average, isn't it? Deviation from any measure of central tendency we are not calculating in range or quartile deviation. To overcome that demerit, third measure of dispersion was introduced, that is mean deviation. So mean deviation definition we saw, mean deviation is the mean of, it is the mean. Mean means something of the form sigma divided by n. It is the mean of absolute deviations of observations from any measure of central tendency. Absolute deviation in the sense we are ignoring the sign here. So we are taking only positive values, even though deviations are negative we are not calculating or we are not counting its sign, isn't it? So it is the mean of absolute deviations of any observations from any measure of central tendency. That central tendency may be, measure of central tendency may be arithmetic mean or median or mode. Also we saw coefficient of mean deviation. Coefficient of mean deviation from mean is mean deviation from mean divided by mean. Coefficient of mean deviation from median is mean deviation from median divided by median. Similarly, coefficient of mode is mean deviation from mode divided by mode. That also we saw, isn't it? Next one, see, next we saw some of the disadvantages also. Here also one, merits are there, demerits also there. Merits means it is based on all the values. It is well defined by a mathematical formula also. It is based on all the values. Here we are taking deviation from all the values in the case of mean deviation, isn't it? Then demerits means it ignores the algebraic signs, isn't it? Sign we are not considering in the computation of mean deviation. Then we saw which mean deviation is least. Mean deviation is least when it is measured from median. So that is called the minimal property of median. So that and all we saw. Today, in today's class, we are going for the problems. First, we will go for a raw data, next discrete series, next for a continuous series. So, in the raw data, first mean deviation from mean, next mean deviation from median, next mean deviation from mode. If you remember the formula, just remember the formula first so that you can, how many columns required. It is clear once you know the formula. So first problem, raw data problem. See, compute mean deviation from mean and its coefficient from the following data. Marks scored given 25, 20, 16, 22, 24, 17, 23. What they asked? They asked compute mean deviation from mean. Remember one thing, mean deviation from which measure of central tendency is asked. First you have to compute that measure of central tendency. If it is mean deviation from mean means you have to compute mean first, next mean deviation from mean. Similarly, if it is median means compute median first, next compute mean deviation. Similarly, if it is mode means compute mode first, next mean deviation from mode. So they asked here, it is row data given, means ungrouped data, means just observations given, we have to compute arithmetic mean. How to compute arithmetic mean? If row data is given, sum of the observations divided by total number of observations. How many observations are there? That one. So first we have to compute arithmetic mean. So arithmetic mean x bar equal to sigma x divided by n. Sigma x means total observations divided by n denote number of observations. Total of the observations is 25 plus 20 plus 16 plus 22 plus 24 plus 17 plus 23 divided by how many observations are there? Just count the number of observations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, isn't it? 7. So answer is 147 divided by 7. Answer is 21. So just compute the numerator. Numerator is a total of all the observations divided by denominator is number of observations. Number of observation equal to 7. So 147 divided by 7, answer is 21. That is our mean. We have to compute mean deviation from mean. First remember the formula. What is the formula? Sigma mod x minus x bar divided by n, isn't it? So we have to compute deviation from each observation. So each observation, 25 is the first observation, 25 minus x bar is 21. We have to compute 20 minus 21, 16 minus 21, like that we have to compute. X minus x bar must be there. Then modulus value, we have to ignore the signs. It's a total divided by n. N denote number of observations. So this much clear it seems. So arithmetic mean we have to find. Arithmetic mean is 21. Next column for x minus x bar. I will write here only. X minus x you can write if you want. If you want you can write x. Next yx minus x bar. One column for x minus x bar. It may be plus or minus. Next one column for mod x minus x bar. Modulus x minus x bar. So in modulus x minus x bar is here we have to ignore the signs, isn't it? So x values, write x values as it is. First one is 25, next 20, next 16, next 22, next 24, next 17, next 23. Clear na? X minus x bar. X bar how much? Remember x bar equal to 21. So x minus x bar means 25 minus 21. For the first one only I am writing 25 minus 21. How much? 4. Next 20 minus 21. We have to take deviation from each observation. From which one? Arithmetic mean. We have to take the deviation of each observation from arithmetic mean. 20 minus 21. This is fixed. X bar is fixed. X bar equal to 21. 20 minus 21. 20 minus 21. That is actually minus 1. Similarly, 16 minus 21. How much? Minus 5. Correct na? 22 minus 21. 1. 24 minus 21. That is 3. 17 minus 21, that is minus 4. 23 minus 21, that is 2. Correct na? See, x minus x bar may be negative. Sometimes it may be negative. Deviation we are taking. We have to compute absolute value. Remember, in the absolute value, no sign will be there. Means all the values we are considering as a positive. So here 4 itself, this is actually minus 1, but mod x minus x bar is 1. Next minus 5, here it comes as 5. Then here it is 1, next 3, next 4, next 2. Correct na? Total is sigma x minus mod x minus x bar you have to find 5, 10, 11, 14, 18, 20. Correct na? Sigma x minus x bar is 20. Hope this much clear. First x values you write as it is in the problem. Next x minus x bar. X minus x bar means we have to take deviation of each observation from their arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean we found already, it is 21. So 25 minus 21 this much, 20 minus 21 this much. This one, last one mode x minus x bar. In the last column, mode x minus x bar column, we are ignoring the signs. So sign won't be there. Next, apply the formula. What is the formula of a mean deviation from mean in the row data? Row data, the formula is this one. Mean deviation from mean is mean deviation from mean is equal to mean deviation. I am writing here mean deviation from mean equal to sigma modeless value, sigma mode x minus x bar divided by n. Small n, remember if frequency is not there means small n comes. In the case of row data or ungrouped data, which one comes? Small n. Sigma mode x minus x bar means what? Total of the column x minus x bar. What is total? Total is 20 divided by n. N denote number of observations. How many observations are there? We already saw 7 observations are there. So it is 20 divided by 7. 20 divided by 7 is 2.857. Hope this much is clear. Sigma mode x minus x bar divided by n. Sigma mode x minus x bar means mode x minus x bar columns total divided by n denote number of observations. Small n, remember. So it is 20 divided by 7. It is 2.857. Correct na? Next one, they asked one more thing. Coefficient of mean deviation from mean also we have to find. So coefficient of mean deviation from mean equal to, what is the formula? Yes, mean deviation from mean divided by mean. Coefficient of mean deviation from mean is mean deviation from mean divided by mean. Mean deviation from mean we found here, answer is 2.857 divided by mean. Mean we found first itself, that is 21. Correct na? Answer is 0.136. First one contains see mean deviation from mean contains units, this much marks, isn't it? But coefficient of mean deviation from mean is it is a pure number, it is independent of units. So this one contains units. Means what is the meaning of this actually? Mean deviation from mean is this much, means each observation in the data is this much deviating from arithmetic mean. Each observation is deviating 2.857, that much deviation is there. Next, this one is independent of units. So in the case of mean deviation from mean, first find mean, next one column for x, next x minus x bar, next modeless x minus x bar or absolute value we are taking. In the absolute deviation we are not taking into consideration the signs. Sign won't be there, remember. Then it's a total. Then formula is sigma mode x minus x bar divided by n. So hope it is clear. We will go to row data itself, mean deviation from median. Next, compute mean deviation from median. Compute mean deviation from median. Compute mean deviation from median and its a relative measure from median. Second question, this one. Compute mean deviation from median and its a relative measure, or its a relative measure means which one? Coefficient of mean deviation from median itself from the following data. See, the data is this one: 37, 45, 37, 45, 52, then 46, 56, 40, 47, 55, 43. See, remember here what they asked? They asked mean deviation from a median. So, mean deviation from median they asked means first we have to find median, raw data itself. How to find median? For finding median in raw data or ungrouped data, first arrange the observations in ascending order. Then the median equal to n plus 1 by n plus 1 by 2th observation. We have to compute that one. So, solution. First we have to find median. For finding median, arrange the observations in ascending order. So, first arrange the observations in ascending order. Which is the lowest value? Lowest value 37 is there. 37 onwards. Right? 37. Next 40. Next 43. Next 45. 45. Next 46. 47. 52, 55. 52, 55, 56. Correct now? So, this is how many observations? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, 9 observations are there. First arrange the observations in ascending order in order to find the median. Next what we have to do? Find median. Median equal to, formula is median equal to n plus 1 by 2th observation, n plus 1 by second observation. N denote number of observations. Number of observations how much? How many observations? 9 are there. 9 plus 1 divided by 2th observation. That is fifth observation, isn't it? 9 plus 1 10. 10 divided by 2 means fifth observation. Fifth observation in which one? In the ascending order, in the array. Fifth observation which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth observation is 46. So, our median equal to 46. Clear na? So, first arrange the observations in ascending order. Next, apply the formula of median. Answer is 46. 46 in the arranged series, you have to see, not in the problem. In the problem they have given separate. First we arranged observations in ascending order. In that ascending order, which value? Fifth observation. Which one? That is 46. 46 is our median. Next, apply the formula. Formula which one? Sigma mod x minus m divided by n, isn't it? So, first we have to compute deviations of each observations from a median, isn't it? So, I will write here only x, one column for x, next x minus m, separately you can write or first itself you can take mod x minus m also, no problem, mod x minus m third. X denote, I will write this one only, arranged series anne nanu illi baritene. You can write the problem also, no problem, you will get the same answer. So, first one 37, next 40, next 43, next 45, next 46, next 47, 52, 55, 56. Correct na? X minus m. X means each observation. M denotes median. Median equal to 46. 37 minus 46. 37 minus 46. 40 minus 46. Like that. That is 9. 37. That is minus 9. 40 minus 46. That is minus 6. 43 minus 46, that is minus 3. 45 minus 46, minus 1. 46 minus 46, 0. 47 minus 46, 1. 52 minus 46, 6. 55 minus 46, then 56 minus 46. 10 here, 9. 9 not 11 comes, right? So 55 minus that is last one 56, right? Okay, 55 is there, right? 55 is there. Okay. Next, mod x minus m. Mod x minus m means which one? It's this one. Absolute value 37 minus 46, 45 minus 46. Next, 52 minus 46. Yes, 10, 55, it is 9. Like that. Next, take absolute deviations. That is 9, next 6. Just ignore the signs. Next 1, next 0, next 1, 6, 9, 10. Correct na? Total sigma mod x minus m is total is 45. This total is, I will write here, sigma mod x minus m is 45. Just add this one. So you will get 45. Next, apply the formula. What is the formula? Formula is sigma mod x minus m divided by n. So it is a mean deviation from a median. Mean deviation from median is sigma mod x minus m divided by n. It is a mean deviation from median. So it is sigma mod x minus m divided by n. That is 45 divided by number of observations 9, it seems, right? 9. That is 5. Mean deviation from median is 5. So sigma mod x minus m divided by n. N denote number of observations. So 45 divided by 9, that is 5. Next, which one? Coefficient of mean deviation from a median. Next one is coefficient of mean deviation from median. That is mean deviation from median divided by median. That is mean deviation from median is 5 divided by median is 45. 5 by 45 you will get 0.108. 0.108. It is 46, okay. Not 45, 46. 5 divided by 46, answer is 0.108. First one contains the units. Here simply observations are given, so no unit here. Coefficient is always independent of units. Next, similarly we can do coefficient of mean deviation from a mode also. Coefficient of mean deviation from mode, how to compute? Yes. First we have to compute mode, next coefficient of mean deviation from mode. So next raw data itself, compute mean deviation from mode and its coefficient from the following data. Compute mean deviation from mode and its coefficient from the following data. So mode, answer, see 7 observations are 7, 4, next 10, 9, 15, next 12, 7, 9, 7, next 18. See, to compute mean deviation from mode, what we have to do? We have to compute which one? First we have to compute mode. Mode is the observation which repeats more times. Which observation repeats more here? Yes, 7. So mode equal to mode, z equal to 7. Correct na? Next, what we have to do? We have to compute deviation from each observation from mode. So 7 minus 7. 4 minus 7, like that. X, next mode x minus z. X is 7, 4, 10, this one. X minus z means 7 minus 7, 0. 4 minus 7, that is 4 minus 7 is minus 3 actually. So while taking this one, it is positive 3. Correct na? Like this we can do. Total answer is 34. That is mode x minus z. Hope you know. Each observations deviation we have to take from a mode. Answer is this much. Next mean deviation from mode is mean sigma mode x minus z divided by n. That is 34 divided by number of observations. Number of observations is 10. That is 3.4. Next, coefficient of mean deviation from mode, that is mean deviation from mode divided by mode. Its coefficient is mean deviation from mode is 3.4 divided by mode is 7. Answer is 0.48. So this is about raw data problems in mean deviation. So we will go to discrete series and continuous series from anything means mean, median or mode in the next class. Thank you.